We are in the mid-90s. Racing simulation games start getting popular. F1 Grand Prix paved the way for an entire new level of racing simulation. The hardware panorama was getting better year after year, and consoles like the PlayStation launched a new video game generation. In 1994, Geoff Crammond decided to start working on the F1 Grand Prix successor in cooperation with Microprose, and in July 1996, Grand Prix 2 was released worldwide. Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna review one of my favorite F1 games of all time, Grand Prix 2 by Microprose. I remember myself playing this game when I was like 7-8 years old on my father's old PC, and it impressed me greatly with its graphics and its colorful interface. The game runs on DOS and I emulated it through DOSBox. I'll give you the link in the description below. The game is based on the 1994 F1 season. Even though the game was released 2 years later, in 1996, no one really complained about this delay. It was a different era. The 1994 season was sadly remembered because of the death of the F1 legend Ayrton Senna and Roland Ratzenberger during the San Marino Grand Prix. It was a dramatic season with the heartbreaking battle between Michael Schumacher and Damon until the last lap in Australia, with Michael taking the championship through a controversial accident with Damon. After a short intro with some MIDI rock music and a slideshow of 1994 season images, we are in the first menu with two options. Quickrace, to start a race without thinking about picking a driver, change setup, difficulties, etc. And main menu. One of the fanciest things of this game were the background images in the menu. I remember being so curious about them that I started to open all the possible menu section just to see them. In the main menu, we can choose a driver, change control method between keyboard or joystick, and options, simple and effective. In the driver menu we can also change the driver and team names, as I did. The graphic quality is set to maximum, and there is also an option to switch between VGA and SVGA, which was a revolution back then. Let's talk about the core of every racing game, realism. Grand Prix 2 performs like an arcade racer when all the driving aids are switched on, and a deadly serious simulation when switched off. Grand Prix 2 contains a driving model which was, at the time of release, incredibly complex. Not only are the cars quick and nimble, but Grand Prix 2 was the first racing game to accurately simulate motion in all three axes. In other words, if you hit a bump at 200 miles per hour, you literally become airborne. This not only makes the cars handle more realistically, but crashes take on a whole new dimension as you twist and gyrate through the air. Moreover, sometimes your car literally splits in two if you hit a wall too strongly. Another innovative feature is car failures. During one of my races, I witnessed an electronical failure, which completely ruined my race, but also gave additional realism to the game. To complement the excellent physical model, Microprose has included a fully functioning garage and 16 rapid-use trucks. The audio engine is pretty good. Even if there is no difference between V10 and V12 engine, everything is quite accurate. And we are talking about an era where F1 sounded like this. Good old days. The game also featured a replay function and have a save game feature. The first showed the last 30 seconds of racing and included the ability to save replays. Sadly, it did not include an edit function. The game had multiple camera angles with even a simulated TV coverage angle. A player can control his or her car from any of them, but the primary angle used was the first-person cockpit camera. The game has, of course, some faults as well. First of all, there is no wet weather conditions. This feature will be introduced in Grand Prix 3, and the black flag system is a bit weird, cause it's used just to slow down your car after a corner cutting, nothing more. Last but not least, there is no functional steering wheel, which makes the cockpit cam feel pretty static. The game received very positive reviews after its release. In 1997, PC Gamer UK named GP2 as the 7th best PC game of all time, and Next Generation named it the most sophisticated and realistic driving game ever created. Grand Prix 2 remains one of the milestones of racing games. It was revolutionary in every aspect, and it still has a huge community which helps to keep the game alive thanks to mods and tools. I remember creating my personal F1 team some years ago thanks to GP2 edits, but this is another story. My overall rate for this game is 9.5 out of 10, no doubt about it. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. Check out the description below for useful links about Grand Prix 2 modding, community and DOSBox. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed my review, let me know in the comments. Remember to subscribe to my channel and see you soon!